My name is Ryan Ross, and this is my strength and conditioning journey. Ever since I can remember, ever since I could walk, I've always had a ball in my hand. Could be a basketball, baseball, football, shoot, even a golf ball. And my parents, growing up, always instilled in me that I always do something that I love. And I never really knew what that was. I just knew I loved going out in the yard and playing sports all the time, whether it be with my dad, my brothers, my friends. It didn't matter. As long as I was around someone who loved any kind of game as much as I did. They tell you to play every sport that you can while you're young, to do everything that you can with your friends while you're young. I tried football. That didn't work out so well, considering I was 70 pounds in the 5th grade. Basketball was too short, but baseball, you don't have to be the biggest guy. You don't have to be the strongest guy. You just have to be good at what you do. And that was the sport that I ended up choosing. I have been very fortunate enough to play baseball for 20 years, 21 years, 4 years of college ball, 2 NCAA conference championship rings. I like to think I've been pretty successful. But that's where my journey really begins, in the field of strength and conditioning. I want to help people, kids, progress to the level that I was at, which is a 4-year institution playing college baseball. And I want to take it a step further. I want them to be able to say 5, 10 years after they're done with me, thank you. Without you, I would have never gotten to play professionally. Another thing that my dream is to not necessarily be a college strength and conditioning coach. I've got a job lined up right now working for a private institution that helps kids aged 8 through 18. We have college people come back during the summer and work at our gym. And we've had professional baseball guys specifically, from the names of Dwight Smith Jr., Will Smith, Cam Bedrosian. They all come in and work out when they can. I want to be able to take the things I learned not only in this class, but the rest of my classes thus far, and be able to take a kid who isn't strong, isn't fast, like I was when I first started my journey, and make them into something great. And people have different definitions of great. Great on the field, great off the field. Is great college baseball? Is great professional baseball? It's not my job to define people's definition of great. It's my job to make a kid, whatever the age, the best version of themselves that they can be in the gym, and take my experiences in my life and be able to kind of guide them in the right direction. I've made mistakes in my life. I have regrets, both on and off the field. It's my job as a coach, as a person, as a mentor, to help the people that come into my gym in all aspects of their life, not just training to be better at a sport. And I think that's my dream, helping people be the best version of themselves while applying sports in the process. Because sports don't last forever. Take it from me. My college career ended because of a broken wrist during practice. Not even in a game, in practice. And that was tough. That was really hard for me to swallow. the game that I'd come to know and love for 21 years at the time was just taken away from me. But I have a great support system. My parents always told me that sports will not last forever. Even professional guys, it comes to an end one day. And I was able to fall back on that and know that I have a 6-year education to be able to help kids get to where I'm at, to where I was, and to progress higher than me. I think the coach that I aspire to be like the most isn't anyone that anyone's ever heard of. It's actually my stepfather. He became my coach when I was 12 years old. He was my middle school baseball coach. And he ended up marrying my mom about, 5-6 years later, something like that. And he started out as a coach, helping me with baseball, conditioning, all that good stuff. But he progressed into someone that I could rely on heavily for anything, being my father. Well, stepfather, but my father wasn't around. So he became my father. He became that guy, that person in my life that I could rely on to talk to cry to yell to about anything. But it all started with sports. You know, the relationships you make in this game, in this industry, you can take anywhere. You can do anything with. So my coach that I aspire to be like is my stepfather, who, ironically enough, I actually call coach to this day. And he doesn't even coach anymore. But as far as how am I going to get to that dream, like I said, I already have a job lined up at a private gym in Peachtree City, Georgia. And I think that's the start. You know, pro guys come in all the time. College kids who go off and come back for the summer come in all the time. High school kids look up to those guys, look to their coaches for advice. Because with the experience that I have, going through the growth of the game through the years, the recruiting process for college, what it takes to be a great college player. My head baseball coach here at LaGrange played professional baseball. He was Sammy Sosa's backup, is what he was. And that's a step in the professional game, too. I played for Johnny Estrada, ex-Braves catcher, Nationals catcher, played for the Phillies and Diamondbacks as well. I have people in my life, relationships that I have built at every level, that I can help a kid who may not be fortunate enough to play college ball, may only be an average high school player. That's okay. That's okay. God puts us all here on this earth for a reason. We're not all meant to be professional athletes. I learned that. Many people that are watching this video have also learned that. I just want to be able to provide what I've learned through life, through all the coaches that have ever coached me, through all the classes that I've taken, use those and provide the best advice, inspiration, motivation that I can to someone who wants to go far, not only in a sport, whichever sport that may be, but also in life, and be the best person that they can be. Looking forward to a great semester, and I can't wait to see what we come up with. Thank you.